Hello everybody and welcome to RimWorld. So, a bit of a quick disclaimer here. Obviously this is in the 4 p.m. currently Battletech slot. This is a filler until November 27th, so there will be 21 episodes of this mini-series of RimWorld here. And so this is a filler until then because I may have slightly rage quit MechWarrior 2 Mercenaries, but it is what it is, I guess. So I was trying to find something that I could do a limited series on to fill the time here until Operation Flashpoint on the 27th to go back to Battletech in this slot. And I was looking through my Steam library and I was like, hey, RimWorld. It just hit 1.0 not too long ago. That's reasonably topical. So, first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a new colony. Now, like I said, this will be running exactly 21 episodes. We will see how far we get here. Now, I am going to do it on the classic RimWorld experience, Crash Landed. So that should be, exciting. And let's go with Cassandra Classic on medium. Just a bog standard RimWorld experience. I'm not looking for anything particularly hard here. Obviously, because I'm fresh off of the annoyingness that is MechWarrior 2 Mercenaries bugs. And I am going to go for commitment mode. You can only save when quitting the game, so that's probably a good plan. Okay, so what should our seed be? Well, obviously, our seed should be Atraitus. There we go. What could go wrong? We are only going to do 30% globe coverage. I don't think we need to generate any more than that. So let's go ahead and see what we get here. Now, I am probably just going to random it, and as long as we don't get, like, tundra, I'll probably just go with what we get. Okay, so this is the world that we will be landing on, right here. It's, mostly desert, which is exciting. I've never actually played in the desert before. We're gonna have a hard time growing food if we get desert. Let's see what we get. We get desert. We are right here. Okay. Well, like I said, I've never actually played in desert before, but we only need to survive 21 episodes, so what could go wrong? Also, what is this? Ah, that's a faction. Okay, we were, what, here? I think we were here. Thereabouts. Or were we right on the river? No, I think we were just off the river. Being right on the river would be nice, though. Do I want to move it? Let's random one more time. Oh. I actually want to be in the desert now. Let's just go, like, right here. Let's go right there. I've never played in the desert before, so this should be exciting. Now, I'm just going to randomize each of these once. And this is what we've got to work with. Actually, not a terrible team comp. We're not going to be doing great on researching. But other than that, it looks decent. Our mining could be a bit better, but overall, that's actually not terrible. Let's see, we are all male, so that'll be exciting. 36, 18, and 44. But let's see what we get. Okay, the three of you awaken your crypto-sleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land on this unknown RimWorld. As pieces of the shredded starship fall around you, you start making plans to survive. Okay, so let's take a quick look around here. Oh, we actually have a decent amount of arable soil. So this over here is growable. What is our growing season? I'm not sure it says here. Let's go out into the world. I think it says here. Growing period, 30 out of 60 days. 6th of April, May to 6th of September. Okay, so that's a fairly standard growing period there. Interesting, interesting. So with this strip of arable soil here, that gives me a lot of hope for this colony. There's stony soil up here, There's actually some good soil up here as well. But I think we're going to be partaking in this down here. Okay, so we've got ourselves this steel. We've also got ourselves this wood to start with. Some steel over here. We've got a flak vest, a revolver, some medicine, some packaged survival meals, bolt-action rifle. All this stuff we can make use of. Okay. And also, do not forbid use of that. Equip that bolt-action rifle. Equip the revolver. Are you capable of violence? Yes, you are. Equip the plasteel knife. Okay, so we will look around for a bit more resources here in a moment. Actually, there's a ship chunk here that we can set to deconstructing. We also have a bunch of compacted machinery up over here, which will be really handy later on. But I think first things first, we're going to make use of this little structure here. Now I'm going to go ahead and go around and claim all of these so that they will actually repair it. And this will be our first little dormitory structure. It'll need a little bit of work. So let's go ahead and build ourselves a wall here, and a wall here, and a wall here. This can go ahead and be a door. Then we'll do a door here. This is just the... No, don't build there. This is just the standard initial bedroom that I usually go with. And then the first thing we will be needing in each of these will be beds. And I'm also going to build end tables in these rooms. So let's go ahead and do that. Like I said, this is just my standard bedroom. And then for purposes of temperature, let's go ahead and put in vents here. There we go. And then the question is, just how hot does it get in this desert? Does it actually say in our tile here? Let's see here. I want the tile selected. -2 to 30 Celsius. Okay, so it does get down below freezing. That's not the end of the world. I like how this is basically the perfect size. But I do think we do need a cooler in here, eventually. But first we'll need some power. And I think the absolute most important thing right now is that we need to get all of this constructed. And we're going to have a significant shortage of wood, I'm noticing. Like, we can get wood out of cacti? Okay. I don't know how that works, but we'll do it. So we are also going to be needing a form of recreation, and for right now, we'll just go with a horseshoes pin. There we go. And they will start construction. Now, I do definitely want to be getting a growing zone out here, and I'm going to go for a 10 by 10 right here. Actually, I'm going to move it over slightly. Like, I would like to have it more like here. And we are going to be planting rice, because we need food fast. So let's go ahead and do that. Who is going to be assigned to that is the question. Let's take a look at our work here, and I'm going to do manual priorities. So I'm going to go ahead and go through and make everybody's preferred activities be kind of top. And then everything else can be priority level 4. There we go. Oh, you really like art. Okay. It'll be a while before you can do any art, just so you know. In fact, with this only being 21 episodes, we probably won't be getting there. Okay. So as far as who's going to grow, that is obviously going to be Terrace. So go ahead and prioritize sowing this area. We need to get our crops in ASAP. And then the question is, do we have enough space here? We can kind of get there. We're going to be missing a few. Would we be better off, perhaps, to do a growing zone up here? Kind of 6 one way, half dozen the other, yeah? I mean, that's basically a 10 by 10 right there. We'll go ahead and do that, and that'll be potatoes. So that'll have to do for right now. Okay, So, first things first, we absolutely need to get these beds constructed and such. Get this whole structure finished up, in fact. We should probably go ahead and chop that. Yep, I know how the research bench works. We need a research bench to research. But I was just checking to see if we had tree sowing, and we do not. That's going to be an important thing for us, I think. So we're going to need to build a workshop relatively soon-ish. Kind of a combination workshop and laboratory. We can also maybe build things out of sandstone and marble, which would mean we would need a stone cutter. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and assign these beds to Ian and to Tetsuya. And then once this once this bed gets built, Terrace can have it. Okay, well, we haven't botched any of these constructions thus far. And yes, the fact that this structure is made out of steel and this in here is wood, it does in fact bother me. We may change that later on. We may not. We'll find out. Okay. So this is now considered indoors, all of this, so that's good. We do need to continue sowing our seeds, though, if we're going to survive here. We need food. We're also going to be needing a freezer/kitchen/dining room sort of building. That's going to be a separate building from this, probably. But for that to happen, we would need quite a lot of wood, unless we were to build it out of steel. Well, there's a ship chunk here, as well as here. There are a few cacti around. There's some packaged survival meals over here. Let's just look around and see what else we can find. More meals. That's good. What is this? Exactly. This is dandelions. Okay. That's exciting. Lots of compacted machinery. Ooh, that looks spooky. We might not want to crack into that one just yet. Okay. What do we got up over this direction? We do have some cacti around. Oh, here's some steel. We'll go ahead and allow that. So what I'm thinking right now is, based on our complete and utter dearth of wood, we probably should consider the fact that we should build out of steel. So let's go ahead and do a steel wall here. This requires 5 steel, which is more than I'd like. Can we not build on this? Oh, it's soft sand. Okay. That explains a lot. I'd like to build there, but that does not appear to be much of an option. Okay. We're also going to do steel doors. So in that case, I think we will build this structure down over this way, since we have to be, like, centered around this arable land. So let's go ahead and actually maybe back over here. So let's do about a 10 by 10 for right now. I'm actually going to go up to 12. And then we're going to make this about 5 deep. About like that. And then a steel door can go right up here, actually, a bit off-center. And then this here is going to be our kitchen area. And this here will be our dining room area. I do want to check here. Can we make a steel table? We can. Perfect. So we're going to put that right there. And then the dining chair will also be steel. Oh, we're burning through our steel so fast. This is maybe a terrible idea. Oh, boy. Probably sandstone tiles is what we're going to be ultimately doing for floors. What are you guys doing? Oh, you're playing horseshoes. Okay. And then over here, let's go ahead and have some doors. So a door here and a door here. And then a steel wall going something like that. And then a steel door here. I hate this. Let's adjust this. Yes, I like that a lot better. This will act as an airlock going into our freezer, which for right now will be about that size. And then we'll use that to store our food for when the growing season ends. So we are definitely going to need to be mining some steel. So I'm going to go ahead and queue up some mining orders here. And I'm also going to go up, for right now, to speed 3. Just so that some of this gets done a little bit faster. Okay, this is basically all steel here. I'm going to go ahead and just mine all of that out. For now, we're going to ignore the compacted machinery. We will probably be wanting that later. So we need wood to do that, to finish up that bed. So let's go ahead and have a plant cut on these cacti, which apparently give us wood for unknown reasons. But there's not much cacti around, which is one of the reasons why we are currently building everything out of steel rather than out of wood. Oh, spacecraft impact. Nice. Ship chunks. That'll be handy. Ish. Mostly not. Also, we've got this flowing water, which will ultimately probably give us most of our power. I don't think we have the tech for it right now, and we do not. So that's a little exciting. And yeah, Terrace is currently sleeping outside because we didn't bother to build his bed. But that's okay. We got most of our crops in on the first day. And now we're going to get the rest of our crops in today. So that is great. As far as this structure being built goes, that's going to take some time. A fair amount of time, in fact. However, we should probably get ourselves a butcher table. Can we build that out of steel? Yes, we can. Excellent. And then we're also going to do an electric stove. Now, that's not going to be powered just yet, because we need to get ourselves some power. So we should probably consider what we want to do about that. I think a wood-fired generator is a really, really objectively terrible idea. I think we need to do a wind turbine. So I'm going to go ahead and set one up right about here. Well, actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to set it up over here. Actually, over here. Where it can actually, you know, automatically power this without laying too much wiring. That's kind of the idea anyway. What do we have for components to start with? We have 30 components? Okay. We're going to need a bit of a storeroom as well, but for right now, it kind of is what it is. We need to get this done before we can do anything else. But we do definitely have some progress being made. Ah, there we go. This bed has been finished. Fantastic. This here still needs to be built, but I think... yeah, we have the wood for it now. Good. So wood is definitely our core problem right now. We need to get a lot of it, and for that we probably need to be having a cactus farm, like this size, ultimately. But for that to happen, we'll need a research bench. And we should also probably go ahead and get... I don't know, will 2 coolers be able to cool this sufficiently? We'll find out. And I'd also like to have this be a vent instead. There we go. So now we can do any temperature control in here, and it's separate from the temperature control in here. That's the idea anyway. Our survival meals are going okay. We have not yet started running out of those. Let's go ahead and create ourselves a stockpile zone, and that will be in here. And this stockpile zone will be exclusively for foods. Also maybe medicines. Yeah, exclusively foods and medicines. Nothing else. We don't need anything else in the freezer. No raw resources, no items, no weapons, no apparel, no buildings, no chunks. Actually, corpses can go in there. That'll be fine. No human-like corpses, though. And no mechanoid corpses, just animal corpses. In case we decide to go hunting, you see. Also, we've got this little doggo, Nibbles. Who is Nibbles assigned to? Like, who is Nibbles bonded to? Terrace? Okay. So we will go ahead and give him a tiny little sleeping spot. He's not going to be super happy about that, but actually this is in Ian's room. What am I doing? We'll do the animal sleeping spot in Terrace's room. Excellent. See, I'm already having so much more fun than I was in MechWarrior 2 Mercenaries. I don't know, it's just everything about that was rubbing me entirely the wrong way. It was not... I just wasn't having fun. Oh, we've got a visitor. She has items to trade. Let's go see what those items are. Where is she? She's here? Okay, Ian, I want you to come over here and trade with her. There we go. So let's see what she's got, what we can buy. She has some pemmican and herbal medicine, but that's about it. Ugh. We might want to purchase the pemmican, though, so that we have some food. Well, you know, additional food. I'm not sure why they put the silver here. I don't think they were supposed to. But we don't have another storeroom yet, so I guess that kind of explains it. Let's see, this is marble here. Oh, we've got some steel here that was forbidden that we can use. Excellent. We've also got 9 components and 30 steel here. I think that was a deconstructed ship chunk. And then we've got a bunch of steel up in here and some compacted machinery. Okay, well, everybody's currently at sleep. Or currently asleep, not at sleep. That's not how you English. But that won't last very long. Let's actually check these guys. Slowpoke, misogynist, and nervous. That's fun. Pyromaniac, annoying voice, and undergrounder. Greedy, quick sleeper, and psychically sensitive. Alliance of Tundinin is what they want to call our faction. I think that's a terrible idea. We'll call it the Alliance of Atraitus. That seems like a good name to me. And also, we need to give this settlement a name. Let's call it Atraitusburg. There we go. Excellent. So how are our crops doing? They're doing okay. The rice plant will be in soon. The potato plants, less soon. We should also probably consider doing another growing zone. And this one's also going to be 10 by 10, and I think we can just fit this one right in here. Yeah. And this one is going to be strawberries. And then I'm going to do one more growing zone right over here. 8 by 14-ish. 7 by 13. I mean, it's not exactly even, but it'll do. This will be our corn. And then I would like to have a small little spot over here. Kind of like that. It's kind of horrible. Where we grow heel root. And then I would also like to have about this here, where we grow cotton, if we can. Yes. A mad iguana. Oh no. We need to hunt that mad iguana. Okay, you have a knife. You have a rifle. So come prioritize hunting the iguana. You walked into melee range. And now you're just walking by. Okay. And you missed. Just kill the iguana. Melee attack it. Like, seriously. It's an iguana. You're gonna die in 13 hours. Oh boy. Okay, you can undraft. And prioritize hunting the iguana. Okay. Yeah, carry that on back over here. He's still gonna die in, 12 hours. If we don't deal with it. So we're gonna need to deal with it. Who is our best doctor? That would be Tetsuya. Excellent. So Ian, I want you to go rest until healed. Yeah, you're already on it. Excellent. And Tetsuya, I want you to immediately prioritize tending to Ian. We need to deal with that. Excellent. So basically everything else here I'm going to put into wood production once we can. This will be our basic food and or cotton production. So how did those treatments actually end up going for Ian? Looks like they did fine. Ian will be okay. Excellent. So we've got this iguana here. It's going to spoil soon-ish. But hey, we are planting additional crops. And Ian got an infection. Lovely. So we need to treat that ASAP. Tetsuya, you... Actually, Terrace is on it. Never mind. Tetsuya, you can keep sleeping. 52%? Okay, he'll be fine. He's not going to die of that infection. Immunity is going up faster than his infection, I think. Theoretically. Okay. That's really unfortunate that he got an infection, but I guess whatever. We definitely need to finish this structure, though. As far as our floors, we're probably going to go with... probably sandstone tiles. They require sandstone blocks, so it'll be some time before we're able to actually do those. We're going to need a stone cutter and such like that. But so far so good. I was a little bit concerned about crops, but I think we're fine. Excellent. Our airlock is now, you know, finished-ish. So it's 27 degrees Celsius outside right now. It's starting to get a little on the hot side, and it's going to continue getting hotter. But we definitely need to get our wind turbine up if we're going to do anything about that. Hello, cargo pods. That's a lot of silver. Okay, we'll go ahead and gather that eventually. We have nowhere to put it right now, though. Yeah, that's what we need. The electric stove built before we have our power generation. Good job. Okay, how's that? Oh, only 27%. Oof. Our immunity is well ahead of the infection, though. We're at 55% to 41%, so I think we're still fine. Even though that was a pretty bad treatment there. Okay, Tetsuya, where are you going? You are heading up here to gather the steel. Okay, that's fine. Let's see if we can't find any additional just free steel around. I don't think we can, but who knows? I might have missed some. So far, no. Here's some. Excellent. 201 steel, just free. For the taking. I will happily take that. Oh, here's more. 187 more. Excellent. Any other steel out here? Well, we've got these ship chunks that need to be deconstructed. That'll be steel. But that's not just purely free. Okay, so our crops are going in nicely. However, it is pretty much time to put a cut in here. So I would say that this is a pretty successful first episode out of 21. This is a mini-series. We may come back to this colony later on down the road, or we may start a new one. But I suspect after this series ends on episode 21, there will be additional RimWorld in the future, because I really love this game, and it's great. But for now, I will say next episode, we will continue construction on our freezer. See you all then.